Okay, we should be back in live as we count down 2-1, and we are live with Egocentric versus Hulags wins. On the Blood Eagle side is Hulags wins. That's Frances, Janksor, Kevin, Black, Norsemark, Red is Blue, and Brain Damage, who has the opposite of everyone else on the tag. And on the Diamond Sword side, we have Egocentric, which is Pliff, David Bowie, Xanther, Alchemy, Schwinn, Quam, and Vertical. So we're starting off, I think Schwinn here is going to be playing a Roam Pathfinder in the middle, which is pretty, I think it's a pretty good idea to have in this map, especially since you can get away with a nice cap, as we saw yesterday, through the middle of the map. A little offense. I think only one person over here on Ego for the offensive side, where they're just now starting their routes for the cappers. As for Hulags wins, they're also hanging back. All three of them are hanging out in the same spot, you know, just waiting for their capper to come in, which I just saw their capper in the distance. Looks like he's it's Black. He's going to be in about, let's say, 15-20 seconds, but he's sniped out already by Xanther, so he knows that route. The team's then crashing in. We might as well, you know, try to take the gens down since they have not taken them down. Whereas on the Hulags win side, the gens are down, so at least a successful attack on that manner. Kevin, Black, and Frances is coming in to get to that flag stand to defend it, but no, Quam is able to get out there by himself, and he's pretty darn clean. I mean, a little less than half health, but still, he's halfway home, a little more than that, and it looks like he might be able to make it. The only person in his way would be Janksor. He's in Infiltrator, but I don't see him. Oh, what Quam way overshot that flag. I don't know if he meant to do that. He K'd out or punted it forward. I don't know exactly what made him do that. But Janksor was there ready to get some kind of Sonic Punch ready, but he was not. Oh, no, there it is! There's a Sonic Punch! I did not see him, and he just came out of nowhere. Nice clutch Sonic Punch. I hope we got that close up because that was some that was some good moves there by him. Really early in the game for that. I guess Quam is blaming Internet for that lag spike, I guess.
I warped over there in the stand or something, or
I guess so. I personally didn't see it.
Connection issues, yeah. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, but still, they had the flag back, coming back to their stand, and it was still a good Sonic Punch for what that means.
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was impressive.
Impressive. Is that the word you give it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that was impressive.
Rate it 1 through 10, Jim.
I'd give it about a, you know, I don't know, rate it compared to what, you know, like what's a 1?
I don't know, just give it rating 1
I'm
through 10.
gonna give it a 7.
Alright, so I'm watching Janks area with that 7 Sonic Punch on his belt, trying to go after Xanther, who sees Black doing the same route again. Jankster is attacking, engaging, and trying to get him before he can take out Black, which he successfully takes him down. 10-second respawn is in the future of Xanther, where Quam over here again with the same grab, and this time a lot cleaner, pretty much the same speed, the same route. Let's see if he's 2 for 2 for this lag spike. Here comes Black, a nice coordinated offense over here to kind of clear the stand. It looked a little open, but Vertical was still there, and Alchemy was able to get the kill, so Quam might be able to get this cap. No! Killed by Janksor, and Janksor again getting the kill, and he also gets the E-grab there, but the flag is back in the hands of Diamond Sword. Janksor is going to try to do another, it's a kill, there's Kevin! No, Janksor again with the kill on the flag here. He's 3 for 3, and he's got the E-grab again. He's now taken down. I don't see anybody else over here on the Blood Eagle side, so it might, oh wait, who got the return? Did Janksor just get another return? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
You're kidding me, because there's no way this guy did this 3 times in a row in a matter of 4.5 seconds. Minutes, excuse me.
My count is 2, but I may have missed one. But I mean, it's very impressive crash by, or like, really just very impressive play by Janksor. But his team's defense has not gotten a single stop on Quam yet, and I mean, you know, he's not going to be there to do that every time. So if the game continues like this, Ego's got a good chance.
Yeah, it looks like the the offense on Ego's side, they have this map down, they got their routes, they coordinated the offense to make sure the flag stand's clear at the right time, but it looks like the offense on Hulags wins can prevent the cap at each time. Here comes Pliff for a grab, it looked like, or he was just doing a fake grab where David Bowie was coming in from around, but he's not really going too far. He's in Soldier and he's sniped out. I think he was going to try to punt it, but I'm looking around the map. I don't see a goddamn person that he could have punted it to. Though I do see 3 people over here on the right side of their base. Pliff is the only one that's guarding the flag. Quam just spawned. And he actually picks it up off the ground. He just it didn't just spawn. He just came from the left to right. A little pickup on the ground that made the flag move a little forward. But Kevin's actually going to be able to return that. I think it would be silly to keep it there. Yeah, so he returns. We are at 0-0, 20 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this map. This is Permafrost, guys. We're going to play all 3 maps. This is the Pro League stage or the group stage, round 1. Group League, Pro Group stage, round 1.
Pro League group stage, round 1.
Yeah, it's crazy, Jim. So much.
Yep. Esports, man. Esports.
I don't know. Esports isn't for everybody. Are you esports enough?
Am I? I don't know. I don't think so, APC. I think only you are esports enough.
I appreciate those kind words. I mean, that means a lot to me.
You know?
So here, Quam's setting up for that same route, I believe, that back to front. No one really over here on the Ego side to do much distract except for vertical, but Brain Damage does see him coming in. He does break the regen by Quam, so I don't see him actually getting away with this. Quam's just like, yeah, I'm not getting in there. I'm just going to K out and try again. HiRezAPC win is now crashing on the stand. Alchemy is actually playing a Juggernaut on stand. Usually you see a Doombringer like you are seeing on the Egocentric side, or I'm sorry, on the HiRezAPC win side. But not this guy. He's gonna try something different. If anything, you see a Brute on the stand, not so much a Juggernaut, and it's not really working out for him. As Black just zoomed right by him, actually got a kill on Alchemy as he was coming in, and he's getting out not so fast, not so healthy. He has vertical on his ass, so he might not get too far away with this. But I believe some of the people on defense, like Brain Damage, is gonna be able to pick this up from him as he tries to pass it forward. Whereas David Bowie is on the opposite end of the field, getting chased down by Kevin. That flag is picked up by Brain Damage on the opposite end. It's 2 versus 3, and they're all pretty healthy there. Black is just spawned, so I'm pretty sure he's going to help Brain Damage with this flag. And the only person over here is JimChrist. Let's see, JimChrist trying to do it again. Not able to do so, but he's able to get a couple shots on him. He might be able to kill him up with that pistol, and he does. Flag drops to the ground. There's 4 people to pick that up as JimChrist is taken down by Xanther, it looks like. And we are off onto a very, I don't know, I think a very secure standoff at this point. Both teams are really trying to secure their flags at 2 different spots, it looks like. One's going to the exact right side of their base. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of wrong. They're actually both going to the right side of their base. Is this the normal spot, Jim, for people to hold this flag?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen this map played so little that I'm not sure. I think everyone's still trying to figure that out, I would assume. That does look like a decent spot, though. It's on a hill. It's near the flag stand, so... And
I believe there's a spawn spot up there as well,
it's a good choice. Yeah, I think that's a good choice, you know?
But look at this. Like, I'm looking at HiRezAPC wins, and they're way up. Like, they're, they got a height advantage. They got all that going on. Hold on a second. Flag dropped over here on the Ego side. Flag looks like it's bouncing around. It's in anybody's game right now. Schwinn picks it up, and now he's taken down by Nordsmark. Nordsmark with a double kill, and he actually gets the return as well. So let's see if this is a good spot for HiRezAPC wins to hold it, because they are actually really far away from the base. That's what I was going to comment on. And Quam's over there. I think he's going to be able to get the flag, at least off the standings. He tries to land some Mervs over there. Mervs missing, and he's trying to chain him out. He's not even landing a shot on the chain. The E-grab over here off the stand, and actually that's not enough, as the cap flag is returned and capped by Franchise. 1-0 in favor of HiRezAPC wins. Guys, 17 minutes remaining. I mean, anyone's game, and I put my Shazbucks on Egocentric. No, who did I put it on? I think I put it on HiRezAPC wins on the last second on my stream earlier this afternoon. So, yeah, go HiRezAPC wins. I mean, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not putting all my Shazbucks on this game.
I do think it really is anyone's game. I'm not sure. I mean, although that standoff position seemed okay in theory, HiRezAPC wins came in with much better positioning, and they just had a huge advantage on them. Like 3v3 with a huge advantage from the start of the fight. I think, like, Egos had much more chances to score, and it's just kind of like the one standoff this has gone down to, they have given up the point. I think that's the only time I've seen HiRezAPC wins gets a flag home and they've scored, so...
Oh, wow.
They need to kind of figure out their strategy here. I think Ego does.
Well, it seems like if they can get the flag out, they can get the cap. I mean, at this rate. Here comes Quam, a different route from left to right, but he's just taken down. There's 2 people on the stand, and they just gave up trying to kill the guy that was trying to do this, just distract. They saw the capper coming in, someone called it perfectly, killed him, and then they went right back to the duty of killing the offense that was trying to clear the stand. And it's pretty clean over here. It's quiet on the western front. Over here on the eastern side, it's pretty quiet as well. I don't see anybody really doing any kind of attacking. This JimChrist trying to chase down the sniper. Xanther really, really extending out on this one route on the left side that I'm sure he knows Black likes to run it a lot, or maybe this is just a very, like, a favorite route that people like to run. So we've seen Permafrost played a lot recently, more so than we've ever seen in this game, like in the game's history. This week we probably played it more than we've ever seen in our lifetime, so maybe he's taking notes as people are playing this map. So Xanther was looking over here and notices that JimChrist was over here trying to kill him, but he wasn't able to kill Xanther, and Xanther's like, alright, I don't see the cap coming, so I'm going to go back home, try to guard the stand. He's got to be coming from the right, so I bet the calls are being made. You're probably going to see the HiRezAPC win team, or the Egocentric team, look over to the right side of their base more so than the left. I see Egocentric actually trying to look over there as Black comes in from the right to left. He's going to get the flag out clean, and no one contesting that stand. But Quam doing the back to front, and damn, is that a good route. As if he's not spotted or sniped before he grabs the flag, he is going to get it home, it seems like, every single time, whether he warps or not. So we're going to easily go through the first standoff, or the second standoff, as 4 people over here on the Ego side tries to settle things up, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on HiRezAPC win is going to hold it even farther than they were before, just before I saw Schwinn, but Schwinn actually just got taken out. So yeah, I see all 6 of the red team players just gathering up here. So we're going to see a very slow game, I think.
And Alchemy looks like, oh no, they're gonna opt to hold this flag on the same hill HiRezAPC wins did last time. I think that's probably a better choice. A bit further away from the flag stand, so definitely more time for an E-grab, but at the same time, I mean, they just got dominated last time in their old spot, so...
Yeah, if you got the fragging power, I guess it's okay to hold it farther away from the stand because you can rely on your team to like really take down everybody that comes in, especially the people that are going for the E-grab. But I don't know. It almost seems too far for comfort for me. If I was someone on Ego, I would position myself between the flag stand and the guy that's carrying it. But it looks like both teams are ready to engage. The first person to engage the Egocentric team. One guy dies. The flag carrier dies instantly. The brain damage picks it up. He got chewed out. And he actually returned quickly by Pliff here. I did not even see his health bar. I just saw it go from full to empty in a matter of like a half a second. Whereas the flag over here on the Egocentric side is out of their hands and back into the hands of HiRezAPC. Nordsmark the only one left, but he is actually taken out. E-grab by Reddish Blue. Not so fast, but he's breaking line of sight, and he's going to be able to hold on to this. He is in Raider, so not the most favorable loadout to have, but it's something that he can hold on to it for now, and it looks like someone's going to meet up with him as well. So it looks like Ego has their priorities straight. So guys, we have their flag, we have the we have the control of theirs. Let's make sure we hold on to it before we start going onto a wild goose chase on our flag. Nordsmark and JimChrist are trying to set up for the kill on the capper. It looks like Jenks are trying to do his thing, not able to do so. It looks like he was hot in the beginning, but cooling down as he's not able to get the flag back home now. 4 people now, as Reddish Blue was literally walking to Frances, says, I can't do it anymore, take it from me. Passes the Frances, and they're actually going to hold it on this hill. I can't figure this out. Like, where are they going to hold this flag? And I think they're thinking the same thing. Like, guys, what do you want to do? They're probably like, I don't know. I want to O-snipe. How about you hold it next to me? That's what it looks like. His brain damage is doing a little O-sniping here. Only person here is Vertical trying to kill the flag carrier. And he is taken down. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be a slow game. But the flag's moving. That's exciting. Oh, Pliff getting the kill. Or Nitron, that is. And not getting the return, though. But he does enough to take Franches's health all the way down for the most part. Kevin with 75% of his health. David Bowie trying to get some Nitrons in, but not getting anything out. Misses that last one, too. So Kevin's going to hold on to that flag. He's the one with the most health. They're going to reposition themselves as Quam's actually going to try to crash in here. Swin dropping the flag on the other side. And it might be returned over here if HiRezAPC wins could get the upper hand. Xanther, no! Alchemy and Xanther are able to get the shots on the flag and on the guys. No, a little conk over here by Nordsmark. And he's, oh no, he almost got the return, but not that time. It's Alchemy again, shooting the flag at the right time to prevent that return and getting it right back into his hands. That was a scary moment, I'm sure, on their sides. I would have been calling E-grab, E-grab, E-grab. So, flags are still in both teams' hands. It's been like a 2-minute standoff now. And both teams really doing their job to out-frag the opposing team.
And I like this HiRezAPC wins where they're holding their flag. Just because the terrain's more interesting than usual. They're kind of like fighting in that bowl there. It's kind of neat to watch. But still, I think they're just slowly walking it back. Like slowly getting closer, you know? They group up, kill off Ego's players who are crashing, and then move into the next hill. I think that's kind of what they're trying to do right now.
And if I had a guess, and I was going to give this analysis in the beginning of the match, where HiRezAPC wins is like more of like a pro team with individuals rather than just a team themselves. They're all good with themselves. They can frag. They're smart players, but they don't have much of a teamwork aspect as they're a new team. Whereas Egocentric is more of a team that can put off some good plays, as we've seen. Oh, nice MA by Nordsmark on Schwinn. Schwinn is actually going to try to drop the flag into one of their teammates as he knew he was going to get chained out. He was chained out by Nordsmark, and that was an easy return by HiRezAPC wins. Now it looks like on the other side, the same thing happened. It looked like the flag just got returned. I'm sure it wasn't magic. I'm sure it wasn't a bug. It looks like Vertical might have been the one because I see Vertical over here. He might even opt to pick up this flag because he sees it clear, but then Francis is like, nah, I'm here, buddy, and he takes him out. Looks like he finished it off with a mine. Man, both teams just... it looks like it's playing identical when it comes to a standoff. It's the second time we saw both flags return. But yeah, Egocentric, as I was saying, is just a more of an established team. They've been together since at least April, and they're a solid group of friends, so they could definitely play the team aspect of things. And we've seen Quam get out pretty much every time, whereas HiRezAPC wins, we've seen them grab the flag less, but it looks like once they do have the flag on their side of the their side of the field, they can just out-frag and just do what they need to do with the flag.
Yeah, they've that standoff just I do not think was something Ego wanted to invest so much time in, and they are kind of getting more and more under pressure as this goes on.
Excuse me, as I was taking a sip of my drink, but that's David Bowie from a right to left, and he's going actually pretty quick. It didn't look like from a distance because I was on the other end of the map, but this is a big map, and I zoomed in and he was going 280 in Soldiers, so he's out and pretty clean, I guess. 589, I don't see anybody really chasing him. Oh, never mind, there's, who is that? That's Kevin on his tail, missing the Nitrons, not really getting many chain bullets on him. Reddish Blue trying to get some chain bullets on him before he can get it. He has minimal health here, he has less than 100 health. Oh, he actually gets a capture before JimChrist could get some kind of a miracle sonic punch again, or maybe even an E-grab, but no, the flag is still on the stand, and that was the first cap for Egocentric. Guys, that's 1-1. Less than 10 minutes remaining in this game. Whew.
I want to see that in slow-mo. I don't know if he got taken out before and Alchemy caught the flag and scored the point or what, but
I think I saw, cool. I read the message that David Bowie captured the flag.
Oh, okay, so it looks like he managed to stay alive. I thought he was going to get chained out for sure.
I did too, and I was trying to zoom into him, and then it zoomed me into somebody else. There was too many people on the stand. There's a lot of chain fire, but yeah, he just made it and died instantly from there, making that tiebreaker, or forcing a tiebreaker right now, or overtime, I should say. I don't know why I'm saying tiebreaker. But we still have 8 minutes. Anything can happen, but at this rate, it looks like there might be one more cap, and that's it. Only one more point will, force this game to a victory for the team. Looks like Black here, coming in from the left to right. Nordsmark the only one really clearing the stand, and Schwinn here, getting that rage. I saw his health very, very low, but he got rage. He's a little more than half health, does a little disc jump, and looks like he's not really going as fast as he thought he was. He's just going to elect to cut down the middle as Black is out clean. David Bowie over here with the flag, just conked, I believe. He has no health to do anything with this. He kills the person that was chasing him, so he's going to try to bring it as far as he can, trying to get a punt off, but no brain damage. He's holding that shotgun with the sniper rifle. Takes him out, and Black is looking pretty good right now, as only one person left from Egocentric to cut him off. Time return over here by brain damage. Expect a cap in 3, 2. Oh, wait, no, Vertical's there, so they're going to actually back off. Vertical trying to fed him off. Now it looks like it might be a sure cap, as you know. David Bowie and Pliff coming in for a quick crash, but it looks like this time return might not come as soon as they want it to be, as David Bowie here is trying to get something, and it looks like got the return. Got the return.
Yeah, that was Pliff managed to pick it up. I think David Bowie Nitron and Pliff picked it up.
It was like a perfect timing crash.
Yeah, it was a nice play by them. Definitely, both of them coming in at the right time to stop that right when the flag carrier was stuck under that flag stand, and the flag wouldn't go very far.
Whether that was Pliff or David Bowie's Nitron, I was watching my other monitor. It's lagged on my Twitch stream about 5 seconds. And I saw the conch, it went straight into the wall of the flag stand, and it popped out. And I know Pliff got the return, but it might have even been Pliff's Nitron, as he is. It wasn't David Bowie conch. Okay. From that angle, I wasn't really sure, but yeah, that was awesome. Right? That was at one point that could have decided the game.
Yep, and that was very good teamwork by them to come together and kind of do that at the same time. Very nice crash. And smart play by HiRezAPC wins. Like, I mean, they were so cautious and so careful, and or Bowie and Pliff just happened to be fast enough at the right time to do something there.
David Bowie got blocked there, but he still decided to pick up the flag. So they're actually going to probably bounce it into a less desirable spot for Egocentric, and it looks like Egocentric flag is pretty clean. So yeah, let's talk about that real quick. I think I've casted 3 HiRezAPC wins games, and each time I commented on how cautious they are to go back to their stand. You could tell that they say, if there's one person next to the flag stand, they're like, hold on, let us kill him, because they know they have the fragging power. So they're like, hold on, let's finish him, and then we can start moving forward towards our flag stand. And they're showing to do the same thing. It looks like that, even though it might have hurt him in the past. I mean, right there, that was like, it was smart, but it might have hurt him. They could have held off a little bit more, or they could have crashed sooner. Who knows? You can't predict these things. Yep. But it is something that is noticeable that most teams don't do. They usually just like, okay, I got the flag, I'm going straight back to my stand. Let's look at Quam here coming in from the back to front. He is 100% clean. The flag stand, it was clean, except for the fact that Vertical gets a double kill. Oh, triple kill with, I think, a fractal, it looked like. No, he's Soldier, so it must have been like a double kill with a spin fuser. A quick flag grab over here on HiRez Wins side, but that flag's out of the hands. But Reddish Blue is able to get the flag cleanly in Raider, so we're getting some Raider capping going on. Trying to pull a VFG tray here. That's what we're expecting to see tomorrow, as we have MME versus NV tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. But he has a lot of chase on him, like Egocentric. There's Schwinn, there's David Bowie, and there's Vertical. One Nitron lands, but there's 3 people from HiRez Wins over here trying to get it. Oh, there's 4 Egocentric guys. Who's going to get it? 2 guys taken down. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a team kill there, but no, David Bowie is still able to get that return. A Merv was about to explode on the flag, so if he was not able to get that return, I probably would have went right back into the hands of HiRez Wins.
Yeah, that was a crazy chase by Ego. Like 5 of them? 5 of them went in for it, I think.
Yeah, people are saying warping now. So, I mean, we are going to get updating pings with the next patch. So the PTS build has updating pings for every time you press tab. It updates it. But looks like they're doing a sub on HiRez Wins side. So we'll be able to see who's spiking at the time. And let's see. I mean,
they
still got to look into this.
Because David Bowie complained about the ping. I'm not sure if they... I mean, anyways, I don't know. I didn't tell him he had to leave, just for the record, but I don't know if they're going to get someone in or what. Okay, they are. JPY's in now, so that's good. So they've just subbed him out. Apparently, Reddish was having some internet issues.
I guess so. So, yeah, JPY's coming in for the sub. And what do you know? Quam doing that back to front, and he's damn clean. I mean, come on. Somebody's got to put a couple shots on. I see Kevin right on his tail. He's not even trying to chain him. He's just hoping for that Nitron to land, and he does not land any of them. Quam, though, does not get the cleanest route back home, but it's enough for him to get back home with enough health and get that capture 2-1 in the middle of that scramble to get a sub in. So that's unfortunate on HiRez Wins side, but I guess that's what happens. It is the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, technical difficulties happen in any game. It is unfortunate. I mean, Reddish is an offense player, so I didn't have a whole lot of effect on that play, other than maybe the slightly weaker kind of ability for HiRez Wins offense T-grab, but, you know, these things happen.
Well, they still have a chance. There's 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. And I wouldn't be surprised if HiRez Wins gets a cap in the matter of 2 minutes, but that means it forces overtime. They don't necessarily win the game. Quam doing again that back to front. I don't blame him. It's getting out pretty much every time. We're seeing it again. Brain Damage is not able to land these shots on him. Black coming in from the left to right. So if JPY, maybe even Jankster get the no, Jankster's too far out, but Black is able to get the flag. Not doing so well though. He's 298 in Pathfinder, sniped out by Xanther. Quam might be able to get this cap here if JPY is not able to get a kill here, but Jankster, I would not put it past Jankster to do something crazy here. Swin is able to get a timed return, so they're waiting for the call. David Bowie marching closer and closer to the stand. Jankster is taken out. Kevin might be able to get some kind of conk here. No, there's a third cap in favor of David Bowie, but that also means the rest of the team, Egocentric. 3-1, 1 minute and 28 seconds left. Jankster already calling, good game. So this map might go in favor of Egocentric, but this is permafrost, guys. You can never predict who's going to win. And
I mean, HiRez Wins has maybe 30 seconds to a minute right now to score a point. And then it will be over for sure, although it's pretty much over now. This is going to be their last shot, really, to stay in this game right here. And
to be honest, I don't know why Black's running a route unless they have somebody else grabbing the flag right now. I mean, he's setting up for a chain grab at best, but he's coming from the left to right. He's going to grab it at 50 seconds if he gets out clean, and if he caps it, it's going to be at like 20 seconds. So, I mean, this needs to be perfect, and so far so good.
Full health.
Yeah, I mean, Jankster was able to get, some kind of cutoff, trying to get some shots on David Bowie. Black is still full health. Finally, they kill Quam on that route, so that flag might be able to get returned by Kevin if Schwinn's not able to do anything about it. Oh, he misses it. He's actually not going for it. He's going for the chase. But sniped out by brain damage. So actually, let's see if something happens. We have 25 seconds. This is going to be something interesting if they're able to convert another point in the next, or at least grab the flag in the next 20 seconds. JimChrist is able to do something. Nordsmark is in position to do so. JPY is on a route. I think they're going to try to bank on this. This is like basketball. It's like, do you go for that three-pointer to win the game, or do you go for the two-pointer to maybe tie it? A little different in this situation, but it's the same kind of deal. Kevin over here is going to be like, nope, I'm going to grab that flag. I want to pick this up. I'm not taking any chances. 1 second left. Nordsmark's going to pick this up. Maybe an esports pass to JPY. No, just misses it. David Bowie is probably going to get that return, and there it is, guys. Nice, awesome attempt, I got to say, by HiRez wins. Despite the lag and the warping, we went into a quick overtime, but Egocentric wins that first map 3-2. That I gotta see that. Oh, just misses it to the right of the flag. That's a darn shame. And my Shaz bucks are on the line on this, guys. I'm not liking that. Pick it up.
Yeah, that was a very close game. I mean, so going into these next two maps, I mean, our next map is Arcs, right? So we'll see some good classic tribes. We'll see who's really dominant on that, and I know Arcs is not necessarily Ego's strongest map. I don't know about HiRez wins.
Yeah, Arcs...
But definitely still up in the air here, right?
Yeah, I don't know how Ego's going to play on this. I've seen HiRez wins, and they do the same kind of strategy that we saw in this game. It's going to be a little more fast-paced, but actually they're probably going to run double cap, as JPY is now in the game, and he's good at capping, and you saw Black, he's usually the dedicated capper, so we might see some double cap, but you're going to see them play it carefully before they bring it to the stand, and they're going to do a lot of fragging. Whereas Egocentric, they were a good team on this map with the original rules, but as you mentioned before, they had a lot of hate going on. But I don't know how many times they played with these rules. Do they have a hawk?
I mean, they've scrimmed it. They helped develop the rules. They just didn't have a huge amount of time to actually test them, or to play them competitively because they weren't in the qualifiers, right? So all of their playing of these rules have really been scrims, unless they decided or got a team to agree to play TWL with them.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, we have 100 seconds to see what actually happened. Looks like Reddish Blue is back in the game. I think he was subbed out in the first game, right? That he was the one that got subbed out. And we're seeing Swordfish come in as well. So a couple new faces, or at least one completely new face in the game. JPY is going to stay into the game, whereas on Egocentric, Lover is in place of...
Vertical.
Yeah. Prick trying to whisper it to us. And
yeah, you're not listening.
No, I was listening, Jim. I just didn't hear him, okay?
Oh, okay.
Jeez, trying to get under my skin. I'm already a little angry.
APC, it's okay. We're going to see some exciting tribes here, and hopefully HiRez wins will win this map and stay in the game.
Well, I sure hope so, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, our last Invitational, it was... At that point, the teams were a lot more kind of like structured into their tiers, and a lot of the games were more predictable going in. But so far, first week, we've had 2 games which were could go either way, and then last night's game was still kind of up in the air. At least on some maps, like very close on Arcs Novena, for example. So it'll be fun to see if HiRez wins can get their act together here and win this map. They have historically done relatively poorly on permafrost. I don't think they've won it on a map yet, so.
Yeah. Alright, so one of those players I got subbed, I'm just now looking at, is JimChrist. Despite his clutch plays last map, it does not keep him in for the second map. They probably have their reasons. I think maybe it's because they want to get everybody in, or they have strats this way. What do you think?
I think that's kind of like a fool me once type of thing, or in Ego's case, fool me twice,
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's like, after a while, it's just not going to work, so.
Alright, so starting off, HiRez wins is starting with Reddish Blue as the capper. Brain damage extending to the left, trying to snipe out that back grab. Look at Quam, way up in the air. He's setting up some crazy route. Coming down as a Pathfinder. He's now at 250, 300 right now. Yep, there he is at 300. So he's setting up some crazy route. Reddish Blue taking the first kill. So I guess he wasn't going for a cap route. He was just coming out on the right side. But we do see Black setting up for the right back to front. He's going to be coming in. No, he's not going to be coming in as Xanther spots him, takes him out with the sniper rifle. JPY picking up the flag, though, knowing that their flag carrier is down, so they might as well llama this home. Nordsmark just warped like crazy, I saw there. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I'm watching Quam here on some absurd route. He's like crazy high in the air, going 300 easy. I don't know how this is going to work. He's headed pretty much straight down on the flag, and oh, it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work. Well, the flag, that was Lover. They're going to pick up the flag, because I knew I saw him there for a second, but he's an infiltrator, so he disappeared for a quick second. Chained out almost immediately. Well, he got chained out there with 109 health, and then a little pause in the action, as Swordfish will probably get this return right in front of Quam and Pliff. And the flags are back at their stands. Generators are down on both sides. 23 minutes and 30 seconds left. Alchemy still running Juggernaut on stand rather than Brute or Doombringer. That's pretty crazy. I'm watching Pliff trying to do a little midfield action. He just switched over to Brute, so we're going to wait probably a couple seconds, or I say a good at least 15-20 seconds before he starts crashing on the stand. Their capper Quam is setting up for a right to left, but he's going to be passing by Black, so they're probably going to see each other come by. Reddish Blue actually spots Quam, and so does Brain Damage, so it looks like the cappers on the Ego side are just getting spotted every time as they come in. Black, though, also is getting spotted, so that's the thing about this map. If you have both ends of the map covered, it's going to be really hard to come in with full health. You know, Xanther taking Black down. I don't think we've seen a route landed yet. It's been all llama grabs.
I think Arx Novena is probably the most sniper-dominated map other than Crossfire, I would say. You know, of all the maps that could use some fog, Arx Novena could use some fog. A sniper can just sit there and watch pretty much a capper's entire route, other than maybe the first few seconds after a spawn.
So is that Quam again doing another route, but just not going anywhere but 10 feet in front of the flag stand. So Swordfish, I think he's waiting for his Hoff to set up, saying giving him the okay to return that. There he is. 2 people on the stand defending it as Brain Damage is sniping. So it's a 3 defensive strat as Reddish Blue, JPY, Nordsmark, and Black is on offense. Black is actually coming in undetected this time, so the first successful back route for him. But Alchemy is on the stand, splats right on him. Alchemy still with full health. Schwinn just bouncing back and forth, not having to do a goddamn thing. So it's a 3-0 or 3D 4-0 situation for both teams. Reddish Blue is actually just camping that left route or right route for his side, and trying to take out David Bowie, and there he is. He's successful in taking him down. Black running a route. So again, we're seeing these cappers run their routes, and people just taking out everybody in the midfield. I am not seeing much action on the stand. I see Pliff here on the stand. Actually, he's going to pick up the flag, but the only person there to maybe help him out is David Bowie, but he's too far behind. I see what they were trying to do, though. Lover and David Bowie were crashing towards the stand, and we're expecting a pass in the middle of the field, but since they weren't able to do so, the flag returned, and David Bowie does the same thing, trying to pass it to the middle of the field for somebody to pick up, but no cigar. Swordfish is going to return that, and we're still at, a 0-0 situation with the flags both at home.
I do feel like, both of these teams need to start llamaing more, because they're pulling their defense so far away from their flag stands, other than their Hoff. It's just keep the pressure on, and you'll get it home. You don't need these big 300 routes that are going to get sniped out every time.
And I think if there was, if I had to pick between the two teams, I would say the red team here, HiRezAPC wins, would be more successful in doing so, since I'm just talking about how much of a fragging team they are. They could probably just run a couple of raiders and a couple soldiers just to bring that home. JPY crashing the stand, so is Nordsmark and Reddish Blue on top of Xanther here. We're going to see something coming in as we see Black coming through the right to left. No one sees him coming in, so he's going to get out completely clean. Xanther is taken down, so it looks like Reddish Blue was able to do his job. Black's coming up, untouched still. The flag is in the middle of the field, but Lover and Pliff is there to pick up the flag. Pliff is taken down. Lover, he's going to grab the flag. He has no health now. He's going to be taken down by Franchise, but Schwinn is going to try to contest Black here, who's holding the flag. The red team might be able to convert a point here if the flag's going to get returned. It looks like Franchise is trying to get the return, but he doesn't. Quam coming swooping in, and he's going to hold on to that flag for at least another 5 seconds, as Reddish Blue is the only one that might be able to do something about it, but he actually crashes on the aqueduct. And then we're looking at the red team here. They're going to hold on to the flag. pretty securely, but it looks like a couple of blue team members are going to try to chain him down. He's down to low health. The Swordfish with no health. Flipp's going to try to do something here. He lands a shot on him to take him up, but he's not able to get the return. Here's JPY to pick it up, and Lover's going to meet him down there, as Schwinn's also down there to do something about it. Schwinn might be able to get the last couple shots on him. There's the punt, actually, with brain damage. Nice little pass. Whereas on the other side, the flag is safely in Quam's hand. He's not even going back towards his stand. He's just trying to buy some time. I think he's making the wrong move here, because everyone's just concentrating over here on the flag here. It looks like David Bowie might be able to get the return, and there it is. That's all they really wanted to do, and that's all Quam wanted to get out of it. So Quam's like, all right, I guess I could just take this home now. Very awesome to see Ego just constantly bombarding the flag carrier that they could not buy a second to breathe. And Quam doing the right job, just holding it back. Holding it back there. Trying to do a punt, but Nordsbach is able to get the flag back home. And guys, we have the flags securely at their bases. Not much going on either flag stand. I just see a couple duels going on over here on the right side of the midfield. And 18 minutes, 30 seconds left, 0-0. What do you say? Where's this game gonna go?
I don't know. That was I think that was some smart play by Quam. He was actually moving away from Nordsmark. Was why he was moving back there, but not quite the pun he wanted there. I think it's anyone's game still. These teams are both doing a really good job of preventing each other from scoring.
David Bowie coming in for a route, and the flag looks pretty clear. He was getting distracted by Lover and Lover alone. David Bowie going out pretty quick, but he is hurt. He is just hurting real bad, and he's finally taken out by the sniper rifle of brain damage. Bliff is able to pick up that flag and get it moving forward. That maybe Quam could get it. No, this is a return by Swordfish. Two of the players on Who Likes Wins return back to their base by suiciding. And I don't see any other cappers coming in, so that was only, I guess the Who Likes Wins capper is not really landing any more routes. I guess he had a couple of runs since that last standoff and not moving it at all. Go ahead.
I think he's just waiting to leave on a route now. I hope he's just standing here on his side, Black. I don't know what he's doing. There he goes, okay. Yeah, I mean, both of these teams just have this kind of defenses pushing out and taking out cappers constantly. Which is why I say they need to start bombing more, because, you know, if a team's going to do that, you can't let them just do that for free, you know?
Of course. So it looks like they've been running a double cap now. David Bowie trying to do a back grab as Quam sets up for a right to left, but it looks like David Bowie is spotted. Brain damage is focusing on him 100%. They're exchanging shots. David Bowie coming in with less than half health. Quam, though, I don't know what just happened to him. I think if he was doing a route, this would have been a perfect time to do so, but he either had a K out or... No, actually, he's still...
really high.
Yeah, he's really high in the sky. I completely missed him. So I don't think anybody actually recognizes him that he's coming in from a back grab. So this might be a good time to do a cowboy cap. Very smart to run double cap right now, because they noticed that Quam couldn't do it alone with this kind of gameplay. Franchise is still on the stand, though, as Quam is able to get the flag off the stand, but a quick nitron by the stay D. Yeah. And we see the first strike, the first vehicle, actually, of the game. That's Lover. I'm not surprised that it's Lover. I know he loves that strike. That's probably why they have him in on this map. So he's going to swarm around the base. He might even go for a strike grab. Look, yeah. Oh, man, that would have been a good time to do a strike. Oh, no. Franchise was hiding in the hallway. Otherwise, I'd say, yeah, go for the strike grab this early. Why not?
Yeah, well, you know, it is a full health strike. So, I mean, they may want to hold on to it for a while. He's kind of like, I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's going to go... Okay. No, he's just staying low and getting in position to clear again, I think.
Alright, so let's look at what's going on. We have 0-0, 15 minutes, 43 seconds left. Guys, we have the red team whose Who Lags wins, the blue team who's Egocentric. Both flags are at home, but you see a lot of blue guys converging on the red base. And it looks like Quam's coming in undetected from the back grab. But there's the double cap in effect as Quam was coming in from the back. He's like, alright, David Bowie, you're going to grab it. I'm going to respawn. I'm going to meet you up. So you're going to see Quam instantly try to thrust towards him. This might be the first cap of the game. The only person here is Swordfish, who might be able to get a couple shots on him. A sniper rifle gets able to land a shot, but not enough to kill him. David Bowie getting the first point in the game. That was 10 minutes into the game to get the first point on Arx Navina. This is a small map for this game, and finally we see the first point. This map has really changed with these rules, Jim. We saw 4-2 with Puppy Kisses and Vex last night. Now we're seeing just 1-0 this far into the game.
I mean, I think it's his team's style. Like, they're just playing a really, really heavy defensive strategy. And this map lets them do it. This is one of the few maps you can just go and cut off Capper's routes pretty much every time.
Oh, look at JPY going with the over the shoulder route, and he is just going to completely turn this game right back to where it was. A nice tie where he's going to cap uncontested, full 100% health, 1-to-1. I don't know what exactly happened there. I saw a couple people on the stand there, but I do not think they saw him coming in. They were getting distracted by the 1 or 2 offense they were throwing at him, and Xanther wasn't up. He was taken down, so maybe that's what was going on. You know, that's all it needed was the sniper down. As Xanther has been taken out black one by one, and JPY is like, all right, my turn to cap. So it looks like both teams have finally resorted to the double cap situation, and it looks like JPY is going back on sniper duty.
A good plan here. I mean, both of the teams are pulling their defense away from the stand, so two cappers just gives you, I guess, double the chance of getting someone at least to the enemy flag stand, which I think is a real challenge for both of these teams right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, JPY is doing his job though. He killed the sniper one, and he's gonna take him down once more as Black is on his back route once again. There's still 2 people on the stand there. Reddish Blue needs to move in quicker. JPY is doing his job. He took down the sniper, and now he's gonna put a couple shots on the stand. But I think they see Black coming in from the back, and he's actually gonna be able to grab the flag, but it's just not really going anywhere with it. Nordsmark was gonna try to pick it up, but nowhere. He's not going anywhere. Quick little grab over here on the other side, but nothing. Reddish Blue is gonna try to do a llama grab out. He is in Raider, as we saw him do that earlier in the map, and flag instantly Nitron and back home. Quam on the other side, though, finally being able to get out with that background. He is out pretty clean. Sniper is up, so they're probably going to get some snipes on him. He's out of position, though. Not a good spot for him to be. Quam's coming in pretty hot. He's going to get the second cap for TV Egocentric, guys. Blue team's up 2-1. 12 minutes and 55 seconds left. The blue team won the first map, and the red team needs to win this second map in order to take the win out of this, or at least in order to prevent the win for the blue team.
Well, I mean, they'll play all 3 maps either way, but yes.
Yes, they need to win this in order to, because if Egocentric wins 2 of the 3 maps, they win the round.
I guess, yes. We'll still play a 3rd map, though.
Well, we will still play a 3rd map.
Yes.
This is all based on points, not so much a best of 3.
So, of course, winning 2 points, or winning 2 maps is way, way better than the alternative.
Jim's getting a little distracted here as we're going to try to see...
just a quick rule question.
Yeah, rule question in the middle of it. The Shrike here putting some shots on Black, maybe even just 1 shot, but that was enough to throw him off court. And he is now down. Reddish Blue going to try to do a slow Raider grab as well, but there's just too many people on that stand. And it looks like the generators are still up on the blue side, so they have turrets. 3 guys on the stands and a Shrike to go against at that point of time. Brain Damage still doing offensive sniping. Check him out over here on the right side of the map. I've seen him there for the past 5 minutes, and that's the thing he likes to do.
I don't think that's a smart position for him, though. Qualm just scored a point, and he couldn't be part of the play at all because he's all the way over here. Qualm's running up the other side of the map, and his vision is so limited. It's to, Ego stand, and then he pretty much has guaranteed kill on anyone running around on that side of the map. But all Qualm has to do is run routes on the other side of the map, and Brain Damage is next to useless.
I mean, you might not agree with it, but even though he got that, Quam got that cap, it looks like he doesn't care. He's like, dude, I like this spot. And it looks like the cappers are trying to avoid that as I see Quam come from the left to right now on a 2-man defended stand. And looks like the Shrike grab was going to come in right there too, but not going anywhere as a Nitron landed. So Lover's going to turn around and try to pick up that flag as David Bowie is there to help him out. Lover's going to just try to chain out Swordfish and do something to him to prevent that kill, but Swordfish is still able to get the chain on him and the return. So nicely done by the chase there. Flags back at their bases. Guys, this is Tribes Ascend for those of you tuning in from the front page, or you just think, hey, I want to watch some good old Tribes. I remember playing that back in 1998. Well, here it is back in full force. You're seeing some awesome games right now. This is the NA Tribes League with $2,500 on the line. The blue team is Egocentric. The red team is Hulags Wins. This is Capture the Flag. First one to 7 wins, or until the time expires. We have 10 minutes and 20 seconds left as David Bowie's coming in with a, looks like a llama grab, but just trying to move the flag. Pliff trying to pick it up, but no, JPY, a disc right to the face. And the instant return over there. And the same thing over here on the blue side. The flag gets picked up, not going anywhere. But this time they're not going to return it. Schwinn's just going to put it into a less desirable spot So if the flag is on the stand, it's easier to grab since it's wide open. But if you push it against the building like that, it's harder to come in at high speeds. Unless someone makes a crazy route from the left and right, and Xanther's like, you know what, I'm not trusting it. I don't like that chance. I want it somewhere secure where I know where it is, and I'm going to put it back here. Quam getting a pickup over here on the red side, but not going anywhere as the flag just got returned before I can even see it happen.
ProLeague wins. I'm definitely feeling the pressure here. They really, really do need to at least score some points in this series, and David Bowie is out with the flag again. Okay,
so they're taking your advice here, Jim, as David Bowie's, just not coming in too fast. He's allowing it, but there was 4 people guarding him. Now there's 3 people guarding him. David Bowie's almost down, as here comes Brain Damage with his clutch shot. He didn't get the killing blow, but he was able to get enough to help the chaser kill him, and he now kills it. And Black coming in from the back to front, and he's able to get out of it. I don't know if that was a back to front or left to right, but he was able to come down that middle river at a decent speed to just completely blow by the red team's flag. And the return and the cap. HiRezAPC wins, tying it up 2-2, guys. 8 minutes 55 seconds. We have ourselves a game. HiRezAPC wins needs to win this in order to stay in it. We do go to a third map, which is Canyon Crusade Revival, I believe.
I believe so. I just have the ID written down right now, but I'm pretty sure that is the map.
So I think that is true. Those of you that played Tribes in the past, this is Canyon Crusade coming up next. Like, I remember that map. That's the one with the wide open stands and the desert look. Yeah. That's the map. And so stay tuned, as we will play that map regardless of the outcome. JPY over here on the red stand. He's gonna llama that off. No one to escort him out, so he's just gonna try to get as far as he can. He gets a little disc jump in there. Not enough chain fire to take him out fast enough to avoid the punt over the front aqueduct, or the middle aqueduct. Excuse me. JPY doesn't have anybody to pick this up. I don't know why nobody moved on to him. Black's like, oh crap, I'll help you out. But not enough, as Schwinn takes him out and gets the return. Why? Why did nobody help him there? That looked like he had time. JPY picked up the flag with no speed. I think by then he's like, guys, I'm going to try to get this as far as I can. Someone help me out. And no one helped him out. And that's where the lack of communication comes in. That's when it messes you up. But here's Quam with a grab, and there's the success of communication, as Pliff is able just to pick it up, turn around, and pass it forward. Though the flag just got returned, that was smart, as David Bowie and Lover was there to help as well with the escort. So there's a difference in communication.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to get in position. They just couldn't get there quite fast enough that time. HiRezAPC's got it back. 7 minutes left, APC, and we are tied 2-2.
That is true, man. And Quam's doing a front to back now. And switching it up a little bit. I guess they're just trying to move it around a little bit more. Quam pretending that he's going to keep going, but it's a little juke. Dead stop. And I think he just might hold it back here. We saw him do this last map too. Or not last map, earlier this map. Doing something funny with the flag. Quam really whipping out the unique strategies. I don't even know if he knows what he's doing. Just trying to fight for himself. Punts it forward as Pliff is there to maybe pick that up. Bounces over him. Pliff's still going to be able to pick it up and do a punt. There's Lover right there. So that's what they were trying to plan, is some kind of chain of punts, or at least trying to, escort that back home. But, the position that he was in, he was way behind the enemy base. And
I mean, that wasn't necessarily a play that I think would end up successfully, but I really think they're just trying to keep the pressure on now. Like, it's grab after grab after grab, and they've kind of forced some of HiRezAPC's players to kind of get closer to the stand. They've stopped Swordfish kind of roaming, so now he's sitting on the stand as well, and that's going to help them at the end of the day as they run their routes.
Oh, that flag stands open as JPY's coming in from the back, and it looks like he's going to make this home cleanly. Schwinn does have rage, and he's probably going to be able to catch up to him, or at least get a couple shots on him before Lover can meet up with them. And there they are, meeting up with them, both of them. And there's 3 people at that flag stand. Schwinn with the Nitron and the E-grab there. I don't think that was a smart move for him to turn around and try to get that return. He's being a little greedy. But there's Lover with some chain on him to take out the flag carrier. Franchise gets gets the bounce flag and puts that in for the third cap for HiRezAPC wins. HiRezAPC wins, taking the first lead of the game, and Quam coming in for a quick left to right, and this might be the one that ties it up. No one's really chasing that. Swordfish isn't really chasing him directly. He's actually just prolonging it, and might just aim for the E-grab instead of trying to get the kill. This might be a close one, and Jakes are there. Might be able to get some. That looks like that was a Sonic Punch or some kind of Nitron. The flag is out in the field. Black's going to try to pick that up or return that, and he does so. And Brain Damage, as the sniper, gets a llama grab as well, or E-grab that is. And even though he doesn't go anywhere, that was a smart move on their part. Damn, guy.
Yeah, Jenks are back in the game. Hopefully, hopefully for Ego. All right, so they've been reminded what JXR can do. Hopefully they're going to be a bit more cautious, maybe start shooting around their stand or something sooner next time.
Man, JXR wasn't here in the beginning of the map, but they needed a sub on the red side, and they put in JXR, and I think that was a good replacement. Otherwise, that might have been a tied cap, forcing it 3-3, but we are still at 2-3 in favor of the red team, guys. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. For those of you that can't see it, if you're running on a low resolution or just listening to my voice, I appreciate it. I'm trying to help you out as we guide our way through it. JPY setting up for a shoulder route, but he dies, but that doesn't matter as Black comes in from back to front, and he's going to one-touch this, and there's the fourth cap, trying to put the nail in the coffin. There's still enough time to get a something out of this for Egocentric, but it's making it harder for them as another cap goes on the board. Quam coming in from back left, but he gets Nitron and body blocked, and I see him warping a little bit, so I can tell he's having a little bit of problems with his connection to the server. Lover does a strike grab, and the strike doesn't blow up. That sucks, because then that's going to go right back into the hands of the red team. Lover picks it up again, but gets Nitron again, and a flag returned for Swordfish. So we have a strike, though it has no health. That doesn't matter. I would still take that strike. Oh no, it blows up.
Right. They're
Jim, yeah, that's JXR right there with the grab, and it looks like he got Nitron. As Black, tries to pick it up out of the midair, but doesn't do so successfully. And there's a double kill by Reddish Blue next to the flag stand. Reddish Blue actually taking 3 people out next to it, so he's going to try. Okay, no one's here. I did my job. I'm going to try to take it farther now. We see a lot of Raider grabs in his part, and this time he needed to do so, as it was just sitting there by itself in the field. Now there's 3 other red players to help him out with that. Schwinn with a Nitron. He might be able to get the return! In the middle of 4 red players, he gets the return. I'm sure he's loving that part, because I saw that flag's probably going home if he wasn't able to do so.
You know, I think Tribes is all about rhythm, and it's all about working as a team and getting into that rhythm and scoring those points. And it's good teams like Ego who, once the other team gets in that rhythm and throws them off and does something like quickly goes up 2 points, they can put a stop to it, and they've done that. Now they just need to turn that around in their favor, and we'll see if they can do that in 3 minutes here. Certainly possible.
Under 3 minutes, as we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Both gens are down. I don't think a strike is going to come back and play, especially since it takes some time to get the generators back up. They can't afford that kind of time, so we have Quam coming in for a left to right. Only Pliff there to help distract. They need more offense. Come on, guys. There's 3 people still on that stand. Quam gets shot by Frances to mess up his route. So Ego is going to have to either llama this, which Pliff would have to do that, but no, he's taken down quickly by Frances. Quam taken out by Swordfish, so they need to start bringing out the offensive train. You need to get at least 2 caps to tie this up in 2 minutes. You could probably run a double cap and try to do what HiRezAPC was trying to do last map, but I don't know. It's a risky play. It wasn't successful for the red team last time. JXR over here trying to cut off the flag carrier or the flag capper in the middle of his route. It's both Quam and David Bowie. JXR takes out David Bowie. Maybe he might be able to get a couple shots or at least break the regen of Quam. Meanwhile, Black is coming in uncontested. Actually, the sniper, what's his name, sees him. There he is. But he misses the flag. Even though that doesn't really matter too much for them, it would have been nice for them to get that insurance on the board. There's Reddish Blue again with the Raider grab, and he has an escort that's Black, so even though he missed the flag, he was still able to get the escort on him. He's trying to bounce the flag into his hand, he's getting sniped, and he's finally sniped out by Xanther. Nice job by Xanther for putting some shots into the capper before he was able to grab, and right there at the end. And it looks like the David Bowie-Quam duo was not able to get the flag off the stand. So guys, 1 minute left. I'm going to tell you, it might be up to this next map to decide who's going to take the win, the big W, in this round 1 of the group stage of the Pro League.
It looks like it is going to come down to the 3rd map. 1 minute left. Quam is on a route, and he's really going to have to be successful here. There's no time for anything else.
Tried to come in from over his shoulder. He was he made a nice cap earlier in the game with that route, but looked like he was going to go uncontested. But Alchemy, as the Hoff, was just moving left to right. AD.
815 and moving fairly quickly. He gets
no health though.
Fairly low. Has to go through Reddish Blue, and he is taken out by brain damage.
But the turret is up. I was wrong. They took the time to repair those gens, and even though they don't have a strike up, that turret right there was what maybe gave him a chance to get a cap on the board. And there's the strike finally up in the air. But again, I think that was a waste of time to do that at least. As Quam again with the flag trying to punt it forward. They're trying to do something about this. Schwinn trying to pick this up. Black trying to get the return. Red team's converging on their own flag to get that return. They're actually holding back to return it. But there is the return, guys. 0 minutes left. That means, or 0 seconds left. That means HiRez wins, takes the second map, 4-2. And we are moving on to CCR. This map means a lot.
Yes, it
and
does.
by a lot, that means a lot to me because I need my Shaz books.
2 points each. It looks like Vex will remain in the top of the group, and this next map will decide who scores that second place in their first round here. I see some questions in chat about kind of tribes, about the classes, about stuff like that. Do you wanna let people know a bit about that, APC?
Well, Tribes is a class-based game. There's 9 classes in the game. There's 3 armor types of each. So there's 3 different armor types, and there's 3 of each armor. So there's 3 light classes, 3 medium classes, 3 heavy classes. The heavy classes are more, they're slower. They don't have as much. They can't move as much, but they have a lot more firepower. They have, lethal weapons like a mortar that just completely is an aerial denial weapon. Whereas a light class like a Pathfinder is more to get the speed. So when you're trying to capture a flag in this game, the unique part of this game is going fast. I mean, the slogan for this game is "Gotta go fast." We even measure the speed in this game as Sanics. You probably know what Sanics are. And that just shows that we are all about going fast in this game. So in a Pathfinder, you're able to achieve the highest speeds for the most part. And especially on this map, you're going to see fast speeds. And then the medium class is kind of versatile. You've seen soldier capping, so they could still get some high speeds, but they're also good enough to clear a flag stand, take out the generators. So each class has its own thing. We even have a class that goes invisible, and you can do a melee. You can melee a sniper who's on a hill. The choices are yours and yours alone, and it's for you to decide if you what position fits you well or perfectly. We have some workshops up there. If you go to the reddit.com/r/tribes, interested more about the game. So do check that out if you are interested. This game is free to play. www.tribesascend.com. I am actually from HiRez, guys. I'm HiRezAPC. I'm the community manager. So if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. People will probably forward it to me. Or follow me on Twitter at HiRezAPC. Otherwise, guys, we are on the 3rd map. This is the Pro League. Go to natribes.com to learn more about this league. There's $2,500 on the line. This game is an esport, guys. We've seen this game played at NASL back in July of 2012. CSN ran a couple tournaments. ESL is still running some tournaments. So we still have some popular leagues running some games for this lovely Tribes game. And yes, this is Tribes back from 1998. Anyway, I'm done telling you about the game. You should experience it for yourself. Any questions, though, there's a lot of helpful people out there, especially on the Reddit.
Yeah, I see a lot of links to Tribes Ascend. One link to SmiteGame.com. That's okay. Smite, not a bad game. Not as fun as Tribes, though, in my opinion.
You don't go fast. It's not a first-person shooter. I mean, if you're a first-person shooter at heart, I'm going to tell you this is probably the hardest game you'll ever play. But it is so rewarding once you get used to it. Do give it a chance because even though there's a lot of different mechanics like a jetpack, skiing, the speed, the movement, everything about this game is different from your typical Call of Duty or Halo shooter.
And
but that's what makes it beautiful.
It's a lot more fun, a lot more rewarding once you get used to it, for sure.
Yeah, so enough trying to convince you to play this game. Let the game show for itself as we are live now on the 3rd map. It is basically a tiebreaker map, guys. Whoever wins this map will take the W, as the other team has to go home with the big L. So this is Egocentric over here on the blue side. It's a 7v7 format, capture the flag. On the other side is HiRez wins. They're the red team. It looks like they're pushing almost everybody offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people offense as Black is setting up for a long cap. He's still all the way behind his flag stand on this cap. So he's going to be a good 30, 40 seconds before he crashes the flag. Whereas Ego is doing a completely opposite approach where they're trying to play a 4 defense strat, trying to cut off JPY and Swordfish over here on the left side. Swordfish looks like he's going to fake a grab. No, it looks like JPY might come in for a fake grab. Maybe we're going to try to plant some esports here. No, he's denied by Xanther. And now Reddish Blue doing the 3rd trip down the hill. So this is definitely something they planned. Crashing the stand as Black is coming from the right to left. He is going fast. 380, 390. Takes a little rock bounce too, and he's still up in the 300 speeds, guys. This is what you call fast. This is really fast, and he's a Pathfinder, so as I said, the light class is built for that. Still maintaining that speed as he's heading home, and I'm not seeing anyone really to contest this except for Pliff, but he has no health. Taken down by Reddish Blue. Easy first cap by Black. That was well executed. You could tell they practiced that. And the timing was perfect as Xanther tried to come in for a last-second E-grab. Not enough time, and he's taken out. First minute, and we have the first cap. That was the first map we saw a cap in a matter of the first 5 minutes.
And I think HiRezAPC wins is pretty happy right now. This is definitely where you want to be 23 minutes into the game. Or, sorry, after 2 minutes of the game.
Right, and I don't know if they're going to continue with this kind of strat. I'm looking, and it looks like they're doing the same thing. I see JPY and Reddish Blue going over to the right side. No, actually, they're reverting back to their original, their original strat. As Kevin's staying back to play defense. Swordfish Blue, Swordfish. Excuse me. I'm talking too fast for my own good. Swordfish is now on the offensive end as Black was coming in from a right route. Don't know where he is. Is he way up in the sky? Did he get killed? Oh, that's what he was doing. He was setting up for that same route. You must start from the right, go all the way to the back, and go all the way to the left. So this game isn't as easy as, okay, you spawn, go straight to the flag. That's not what you do. You try to go up big speed, and it's like a roller coaster. You want to go up, down, maintaining that momentum. And here's Black coming in for that same route from the left to right. When I say route, it takes about 30 seconds to build this, and that momentum pays off, as you notice doing it the first time, and he's doing it again. Not nearly as fast, though, as he's only at 240. But no one's in sight to chase him. There's enough time for the blue team to crash the stand, and by crashing the stand, I mean everyone is just going straight down the middle of the flag or the middle of the field, just trying to get the flag off the stand. Because if the flag's not on the stand, they're not able to make that point. But the flag just got returned from the E-grab, and there's the second point by Black again on the same route.
That is really unfortunate there. Quam was coming in super quick. Ended up turning his route a bit due to that E-grab, and it turned out he would have beaten Black by a few seconds there.
So do understand, as I tell you guys about the routes, routes are something you have to build up this momentum. They're not easy to do. You have to practice these routes on your own time. And then coordinating with your offense, you see 3 or 4 people on offense over here on the red team trying to clear the stand when the capper, the guy who's grabbing the flag, comes in about 5 to 10 seconds before. So, you see some mortars, you see some shots, a lot of fragging going on around that time. And when I say crashing the stand, it's just, okay, guys, he's going too fast for me to actually kill him. Just get that flag off the stand. And when you say E-grab, that means emergency grab, because they can't convert a point unless the flag is back at home. So you're seeing the same kind of crash coming on HiRezAPC wins. You're starting to see them come down from that right hill. So I would not be surprised if you see Black coming in from his route, or somebody from a route. That's Reddish Blue this time. They're switching it up a bit. And this time, it's from the left to right. It's not going fast at all. So you can tell if you're not going fast, you are not getting far. So there's 2 people trying to kill him. There's the kill by Alchemy. And the flag is going to actually stay out here for the time being, as Xanther might try to return it. There it is. So you got to go fast to get that out successfully, unless you have teammates to escort you home. Over here, though, I have not really seen Egocentric get the flag off the stand from a route. I've been concentrating more on the red team here, just making all the moves here. They're basically forcing the blue team to play on their strats. They cannot do what they want to do. There's a Jankster trying to get a punt off, so if you shoot the flag, you're able to give it some momentum to move forward, so it's like a little pass. But no one was there to get the pass, and the blue team's able to get that return. So, 2-0. Looks like the red team has the advantage right now, not just by the points, but by the way they're playing. But though, here comes Quam from the left to right, and finally a successful grab by the blue team. He's going decently fast, 200. He is in a medium class, so he's not as agile as the Pathfinder, and there he is taken out by Kevin's shotgun, and that's an easy return right there for the red team.
Yep, and Ego is struggling here for sure. I think that was the first time they've gotten the HiRezAPC wins flag to midfield. And that's not how they want it to be going. HiRezAPC wins really just keeping the pressure on and never letting up.
So I see the veterans of the stream. Hold on a second, I'll complain in a second. As Black comes in from the back to front, but a Nitron grenade forces the flag out of his hands, and another Nitron grenade takes the flag out of his hands again. Unless that was a punt, either way, the flag is back on the blue team stand. But what I was going to say is some people are like, we're not noobs on the stream, dude. We know what's going on. Well, maybe 100 or 200 of you, but there's a couple of 100 people, I'm sure, or at least 100 people in here saying, like, what is this game? What is going on? I've never seen anything like it. And trying to help them out. You got to hold their hands.
Good to clarify it every once in a while, I think, because there is new people around and
certainly
probably don't get all the lingo.
Commentating tonight, I am HiRezAPC. I am the community manager of this game. You can find me anywhere at the name of HiRezAPC. By my left is JimChrist. He's Canadian. He's bald. He loves tribes as much as I do, so it's good to have him by my side, giving me some analysis. So how do you feel about this game right now, Bald Jim?
I think first of all, I'd just like to say 3 out of those 4 statements were true about me. And Quam is out right now.
Oh, so Quam is out, and actually he's more than halfway home. This is the farthest I got the flag. There's 2 people that was going right into the hands of Reddish Blue and JPY, so Quam's like, uh-oh. Guys, I need a little help. And so Vertical and Pliff are going to try to help him out. Quam's going to pass it forward, try to pass it into Pliff's hands. Not a successful pass, but JPY does miss it as well, so that's at least a positive thing. But there goes Kevin with the return. Meanwhile, Swordfish here going high up in the sky. And not going fast as he is getting chained out by 2 of the blue team guys. But there's 4 other red guys to try to take him out. But Xanther, nicely done. Even though there was 4 people to help that flag carrier get the flag home, he was one of the 2 next to it to get the kill and the return. Nicely done by the blue team. So they're starting to pick up their game. I'm loving to see that. I'm loving this. I'm loving to see that Egocentric is able to learn from their mistakes, or at least notice what HiRez Wins is doing, as it looks like they're favoring this left hill and timing their routes with black. So
again, HiRez Wins does kind of have the advantage of having played this map in a legitimate competitive match before. I don't believe Ego has.
Has what?
Has played this map before in a legitimate competitive match. They may have played scrims on it, but I don't think they've ever played this for real, so to speak. Yeah,
this is a newer map in the game. It just came out earlier on February, so about a month it's been out. And with these new rules that we use for this league, it's something else that they're probably new and they just gotta get accustomed to. And it seems like they're getting accustomed to it pretty quickly. As Quam is out with that same route we saw last time, but sniped out, taken out early. But Pliff is there to maybe get the pickup if Kevin's not to get the return. But no, he's gonna get the return. And there's Black. There's the danger of the back to front routes on this map, because if you come in fast from the back, you're gonna grab that flag and just go straight down the middle. That's a nice route, and there's the 3rd cap. That was in a matter of 8 seconds, 10 seconds maybe. So it's easier to maybe grab it from the front, but that means you have to turn all the way around and go back to your base. Whereas if you set up a nice route from the back, go down that back hill, you can gain enough speed, catch the defense off guard, or at least coordinate with your offense to grab that flag and get home at a decent speed and a shortened cap. I mean, again, that was like a 10-second carry at most.
Yeah, and HiRez Wins continuing to solidify their advantage here. I don't think Ego is very happy about this right now.
I wouldn't assume so, but I'm sure their spirits are still high, as they still have enough time. It's 15 minutes, 45 seconds left. 3-0. They are, limiting themselves to at least 1 cap, but it's all right. They can change something up, or they can, I don't know, get lucky here and there. Either way, Black is setting up for the same route that we saw from the very beginning that was successful the first 2 caps. Quick grab over on the other side, but that was returned. Black coming in at 385. They see him coming in, but he's coming in too fast for them to land successful shots on him. I saw them. The shots landed after he grabbed the flag. So Black is coming back home at 245. He has a couple people chaining at him, actually just shotting him with a chain shot. But nobody is fast enough to at least get a E-grab, crash down the middle. A couple shots coming in, but not landing as Black gets the 4th cap for the red team. So let me tell you guys what happened earlier in this matchup. It was the first map was Permafrost, and the blue team actually won that. What was the score in that, Jim?
Permafrost was 3-2 for Ego.
So 3-2 Ego. Actually, the red team here, HiRez Wins, forced it into a quick overtime. They were maybe a little esport pass going on, but Black over there missed it. Then we moved on to the second map, which was Ars Navina, and the red team won 4-2. Am I right on that score, Jim?
Yes.
Okay, 4-2. And that pretty much means this map. Okay, so this is forcing this map to be the ultimatum of who wins the matchup. I was told that there are, look at all these inventory stations on the red team side, but that doesn't matter, as Egocentric's Pliff was able to go right through them all. Even though he gets sniped, Shottingham is right there to get the pickup. Kevin was there too. Shottingham, though, is able to get to pass it forward a little bit to Quam, but Quam has no health. Kevin getting some shots that he needs to get the flag out of the hands and the return. Nice play. Nice attempt, at least, by the blue side, whereas black running the fast routes. And, the same route, he's able to actually cut in more with a decent amount of speed. 270, I think a little more than decent. A good amount of speed. And he's going to easily get that fifth cap for the red team. Look at all these inventory stations in the stand. This is insane.
I just don't think Ego has the right strategy here. I don't really see, like they seem to be keeping 4 people on D, it appears to me. And I don't really think that's the right choice for a map as quick as this one.
Yeah, that's what we saw from the very beginning. We saw a lot of people from the red team going on offense. There's 2 defense, whereas we saw on the blue side, there was a lot of people playing defense. JPY now coming in from a fast grab, and more so than fast, he's going high up in the sky. And he's not going to ski into the flag. He's going to drop right into the flag, but Quam's able to get the flag off the stand, trying to prevent the cap. Kevin's on his tail. I am not going to see, I would be surprised to see Quam hold this flag a little longer. But look at him just ski away. Quam doing his thing. Not your average Joe move. He's avoiding his flag stand, but at the same time, he's avoiding Kevin. So he's buying some time for his team to get that return. And he did his job again. This is the second time he hides and billows himself into a corner, but it buys his team enough time to shoot the flag carrier. Man, nice play by Egocentric. It looks like they have that down.
Yeah, for sure.
And, with 12 minutes and 17 seconds left, it's a 25-minute game. For the red team to put 5 points up in the amount of time that they've done so, Ego can certainly do the same thing.
You just see after all those, the inventory stations around there, when stand had been destroyed, just 4 or 5 people on the team, all with lasers pointing at the stand, putting more down. And it's just brain damage here sniping on the stand. That's their defense right now. Other than, I guess, Kevin chasing, kind of roaming around.
It's the new meta, I tell you. And here comes Quam from the left to right, and he is untouched as he exits at 220 kilometers an hour. He's in Pathfinder. He's going straight to the flag stand. So it looks like Swordfish is forced to get an E-grab. If they can get that return, which it looks like they got a conk on Swordfish, so it looks like Quam might be able to get the first cap for Egocentric if Reddish Blue dies, and he does, and I think Schwinn's going to get that return. The flag's getting bounced around over there by Reddish Blue. There's the return. Quam's now going to have to get that cap real quick before JPY comes in. So there's the first cap, but I was watching Black about 30 seconds setting up for the same route, and he is out once again. Are we going to see a pass here? No. Brain damage not coming in at a favorable angle, and looks like Black is like, you know what, I'm just going to just put this game away. Trying to put in the 6th cap. Guys, it's a 7 cap cap out limit, and here comes that 6th cap unless Vertical could do something. Nice shot by Jankster at the flag stand with that stealth spin fuser, preventing that Nitron, or at least that last second kill on the flag stand. So now it's 6-1. When I say it's anyone's game, it's might be far-fetched.
It might be a little bit of a stretch. Of course, it is possible for Ego to win, but it's 1 point for HiRez wins to win. And the way this map is going, it certainly looks as if they'll score that point soon. I mean, I think, if we've seen anything tonight, we've seen a variety of maps and we've seen a variety of successful strategies. And I really think what's happening on this map is HiRez wins has a very successful strategy, and Ego is just playing how they normally would play, and it's not working.
Yeah, well, now it looks like Ego's finally like, all right, guys, we have 10 minutes to get 6 caps. We need to do something. So they're forcing everybody off except for Alchemy, who's going to stay in heavy on the flag. Oh, no, actually Infiltrator. So he's going to... this is kind of unique. I like what they're doing here. So the Infiltrator here is invisible on the flag stand.
With Super Heavy.
With Super Heavy. So if someone comes in, they think the flag stand's clear. They're like, oh, no one's here. It's clean. So he's going to just body block people that come in, and he's going to get the kill like he just did the Reddish Blue. He's going to probably do the same thing to Swordfish.
Did he get him?
Double kill.
Wow.
He gets a double kill invisible with Super Heavy.
Alchemy is a super talented player. You don't get to see him very often because he is a busy man, but very talented player.
So actually, it wasn't a double kill as Super Heavy. It was an MA shot with a stealth spin fuse, and the second one was a Super Heavy splat. But either way, that was pretty awesome. But here comes Black with the possible final cap, the final grab. Only Vertical there is able to get a shot onto the flag stand. He might get the E-grab. No, he does not. And there's the game, guys, in favor of the red team. That's HiRez wins with a 7-1 victory on the 3rd map. The W goes to them. Good games to them.
Yes.
And they really showed to be the dominant team. Let's try to get some interviews.
All right, yep. JP is going to hop in here, I guess. I will move him in, actually. I'm not sure if he can move himself in, but I'll get him. We'll see if anyone from Ego hops in. They know how to get here. So,
yeah. So guys, stick around if you want to learn more about the teams. Meanwhile, as we get the teams in here, again, this is Tribes Ascend. If you guys jumped in here for the first time, checking out this game, you're like, what is this? Again, it's tribesascend.com to learn more about it, natribes.com for the North American scene and competition. This is the NATL, which is short for NA Tribes League. There's $2,500 on the line. There's also a European League coming out. It's the EUTL. What do you know? The European Tribes League, and that's over at GameShrine.org. But as we have teams starting to pile up here, it looks like we have JPY from the red team that we saw. That's HiRezAPC wins. Swordfish, also from the red team. Guys, congratulations. The first map looks like you capitalized from there as you lost the first map.
Oh, man, the first map. My fucking internet died 60 seconds before it started.
Yeah, it might have been your internet that was acting up, but everyone else might have been the servers themselves acting up, as we saw Quam warp the very beginning. It's unfortunate to see that happen, but it looked like things cleaned up towards the end of the match. And same with you guys. You guys cleaned up your act. I know it's a new map to play Permafrost, and that's something you play every day. But it was cool to see that you guys were able to turn it around. Really a dominant performance. Black, he's not in here, but Black really showing that he knows that left to right route that goes at least 320.
That was fast, yeah.
I mean, we practiced a fair amount for Permafrost. Like, obviously, we're still not ready enough for it. Like, we've certainly practiced it unlike last time we played it. But yeah, GG's to Ego on that map for the year. Yeah, so regardless of which of us won the game, we were still outplayed on that map. But
yeah, Egocentric placed themselves automatically from the last season, season 1, the Jimvitational. They took 3rd place there, so they automatically placed themselves in the Pro League.
Second place.
Second place. I'm sorry.
3rd.
No, we placed 3rd, but Tau dropped, so we got 2nd.
Right, so they got 2nd seed. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they got 2nd seed. Yes.
Either way, they automatically placed themselves in the Pro League. Otherwise, HiRezAPC wins had to go through a qualifier stage for those of you that didn't watch any of those. So here we are with Swin, David Bowie, and Xanther from Ego. Guys, welcome. You really pulled it through on the first map. The second map was anyone's game, as everyone was saying that it was anyone's game on the 3rd map too, but they really had the strategy that dominated your D-stack. What was going on the 3rd map? Tell me about it, because it looked like you guys finally decided to push more offense when it looked like you should have done that a little sooner.
Well, we've practiced some scrims. We'd actually done pretty well with that defensive setup. But from what I understand, both Schwinn and Xanther had really, really bad ping issues tonight. So I think what was happening was they couldn't kill the offense the way they normally do. And generally, the strategy we have is keep Alchemy alive. Have the sniper spot the routes, and Alchemy should be able to stop the cappers as long as he gets a good spot and he's kept alive. But it looked like tonight he was not able to be really kept alive or get the spots. And I think probably a lot of that has to do with the ping that Xanther and Schwinn have, because we kind of rely on them to be killing the offense and dominating them. On the other side of the field, I wasn't as able to tell what was going on.
You may consider suggesting them an Eagle Pistol. It seems very effective.
It can be very effective.
Yeah, but
there is a lot that broke down on CCR, but they played very well, and we just what?
No, go ahead. Sorry. Carry on.
And even towards the middle of the map, we hot swapped. Shoddy and I switched snipe as I'd sniped the previous 2 maps. Maybe switched because I was going to do better against JPY and Black. But when I did run to the far right to try and stop Black from doing that same bounce route that he kept several times on us, I actually didn't see him the first time that he went past me. So the way he ran it is obviously something I didn't see. So that was very good. I think at that point it's a newer map. We don't know all the routes yet, and he had a variant that really did well against us.
Yeah, so I want to stay on topic with CCR. Even though that was the map with the biggest point spread, we saw a couple things. First, we'll talk about Black and his route. The way he sets that thing up, it looks like he's going to start a left to right, or actually, if you're looking from their side, it looks like it's going to be a right to left. But then he switches all the way around, goes high up in the sky, and then just maintains his momentum and comes in at like a 320 route. Which, if you have lag problems or ping problems on top of like a coordinated offense and a fast grab like that, it's hard to stop, and that showed to be true. So Black, I wish you were in here. I want to shake your hand E-style. Whereas, what we saw at the end, it was Alchemy going an infiltrator by himself on defense and wearing super heavy. He got a shot off a mid-air stealth spin future shot on Reddish Blue when he was coming in for the flag when he thought he was safe. And then Swordfish, you came in and he body blocks you. He gets a double kill on the stand by himself in this infiltrator, which that was pretty cool to see. That was funny.
I think it's something interesting to find out from HiRezAPC wins. I don't know if this is like top secret, confidential, strategy or not. But CCR, you seem to go very, very heavy offense. Was that the intended strategy, or was it just because you were so far ahead?
2.0.
Okay, I'm just gonna say credit to Vec because we played them literally last night? No, night before last, and they raped us on CCR. We were like, wow, stacking on this map's pretty good. We should do something. So that was the kind of strat that was born out of that game.
What I could tell you is, from what I could tell, Sniper was watching one side, Supreme Damage was watching one side, and then Reddish Blue was on the opposite side, and he did screw up Qualm's routes a number of times throughout the game. So when they're doing that, they have the Sniper on one side and you have the Pathfinder on the opposite side, guaranteeing, getting him really low or killing him. Then there's no real need for anyone else to be on the flag first half of the game when we didn't really have more than one cap and some llamas.
Yeah.
And so we played right into their hand in that regard.
That's what it looked like too. I think I ended up saying that in the middle of the cast too. But let's go to Arcs now. Quickly go over the other two maps where Arcs, that was a slow game. Lately, with these new rules, we've seen slow Arcs games. I think this is the second Arcs game in a row that we saw a 4-2 outcome. And that's not normal, because it's a fast-paced map normally. It's a smaller map. You move the flag easier.
Recently, that is faster than normal, in my opinion.
I don't know. We've been seeing a lot of the flags staying at home more. I mean, yes, you snipe your flag carriers. You're able to snipe your flag carriers in the middle of the route. What's his name? Brain Damage, always doing O sniping. But it was... I don't know. How did you guys felt during that map? Both sides. I want to see how you guys reacted to it.
I know, at least for us on Arcs, we had to sub Nordsmark out halfway. Like, Nordsmark is normally a fragging machine on, but like today his wireless was playing up. Like, I don't think it was, in all fairness, I don't think it was HiRezAPC. I think it was his wireless. He sometimes has problems with it, and it just causes him to literally just be unable to play. Like, he warps around to such an insane degree.
I saw him warping so much.
So we made the call like halfway through just to take him out, bring Janks in, so we could actually, have our extra offense player or our other offense player in. And like after that, it started, I think, going pretty well for us. But no, that was a scary map at first. Like after obviously we lost Permafrost at first, we were pretty desperate going into that one, wanting to win.
Yeah, the D on Arcs was super effective. What they were doing, it's actually something that we normally do on the map, and we just today we're like, let's try O stacking. Let's see how that goes. Probably not a good idea to change strategies the last second, but it's actually normally what we do. They basically had the sniper out on one side camping it, and then LD Pathfinder camping the other side, and so it was very difficult for Qualm and I to run our routes because we'd always get killed.
It was the same thing on CCR, except on CCR there's no vehicles and there's no grabbing and walking it to the other base because it just doesn't happen on CCR.
Right.
So there's even less to counter it.
Yeah, so super effective strat, for sure.
We did, I mean, the thing is, at least at the start of the map we were doing that, but we did switch off of doing it halfway through because it wasn't working for us all. You can tell, given that we're quite a new team, a lot of the strategies we use are kind of stuff that we've kind of picked up from scrimming other teams, like our O-stack on CCR and pushing people out on routes at the side of the map. We're taking inspiration from where we can get it at the moment, but Yeah, honestly, like, just when it doesn't work, we just tend to fall back to fairly regular play, just a normal, like, 4-0-3D. Yeah, and I felt that's, like, what ended up working for us on that map. We started getting out a lot more once we stopped trying to do the whole route camping thing.
Oh, and Arcs, your sniper was camped out, like, on our half of the map for almost the whole game.
I'm not counting Brain. Brain fucking goes where he pleases and just does his own thing, but yeah.
He's one of those guys.
So I have a question for you guys regarding CCR. It seems like your strategy on it with O-Stack and seeing how strong that is, it looks like it might become kind of a prevalent strategy on that map, and we may see actually getting a flag out on that map being kind of something you need to do pretty much every time, or else you're going to kind of give up a point, or almost give up a point. Do you think that's kind of a problem with the map, or do you think that just adds kind of some interest just through having a map with some variety and strategy-wise?
I don't think it's a problem with the map, and I don't necessarily think it's the only or best way to play. It's just we noticed, like I said, we've been doing the whole route camping thing on Arcs and trying that, and we just thought we could apply it well to Canyon Crusade. Like, I've seen people do like a proper D on Canyon Crusade and hold up pretty well. I know it's possible, but just with the kind of experience we'd had with the map and with the kind of practice we'd done beforehand, we were thinking that would be kind of a good curveball strategy just to throw in there that might mess up. There you go. A bit, and seem to work. Like, I don't know.
All right. Well,
yeah, you guys actually, I think, did the Vex strategy better than Vex does, because we actually have done. We typically do fine on that map versus Vex with when they're running that same strat. So I think you guys are running it in a very strong way.
I think I think we did play. I know, like, everyone was having annoying problems with ping, but I think we played quite well on the CCR for us. Like, I'm not putting it down to it. It might have been because I wasn't doing as much capping. I normally tend to screw up a lot of routes when I do a double cap on CCR, which is what we were previously trying to do. But yeah, credit to Black. His routes were solid on that map.
To be fair, I did see, I was Jug on CCR, and I did see Schwinn warping, like, when he was trying to kill me.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not one to complain too much about ping, and I was fortunate that I had the snipe for the majority of the game. But the thing that does upset me is the nitron timing. You add like a second to it, and it's laggy when you throw the nitron for that like 320 grab. It's a very difficult thing to drop, and I know that Schwinn conked it once or twice, so good on him.
All right, guys. Well, that was the first round of the group stage, right before you even go to the playoffs. So you still have a lot of games ahead of you. Who do you fear the most? What are you looking at? What are you trying to fix? Like, let's try to get a little brief rundown of what you're expecting for the future before we rewind this thing up, or down, I should say, not up.
I mean, our bracket, we've got two very strong teams to go up against Vex, with their patented O stack, which they're very good at, and then Puppy Kiss has actually been getting better and better every time we play them. I think they're getting quite strong now too, so that's going to be a tough game as well.
How about you guys over on Who Likes Wins?
Well, we've got still the Vex and Puppy Kisses game coming up. Revenge of the Inventory Station. I actually have to shout out, we did have an amazing strategy in terms of cooling down inventory stations on Canyon Crusade.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah. Brick had to point that out to me at first because I was following a capper or something. He's like, inventory stations. I was like, oh god, who's doing it? Who's trying to
make it rain?
Exploit the meta?
Yeah,
so we saw that.
No, we've been training up on it intensively.
I saw 5 at most. 2 people are lacking.
And it's the whole team just calls them in all at once, and they just rain down, and Brain Dam is just standing there in the stand, I guess, trying not to get hit by them.
We've got to play Vex on some very cluster-heavy maps, so I think I'm worried about that the most, because it's all comes down to the maps when you're playing this level. So,
looking at our games versus Vex, they are, I would say, probably our weakest maps. Like, I don't think we've actually played a scrim on Blue Shift yet.
In Dry Dock or Dangerous Crossing.
But then again, I'm actually quite happy about how the map pool turned out. Like, if there was one team in our group I wanted to lose to, it was Vex, and I wanted to try to get the wins on the other 2 teams. So, in that regard, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I'm not overly confident going into the Vex games, just given that we've not played these maps that much.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Well played, both of you. It's cool to see that this third map meant something rather than like, all right, we have to play it just because we have to. You know, like it's still fun to have it, but it means a lot more when there's, you know, the big W's on the line. So congratulations, Who Likes Wins. Egocentric, you still have a lot of time to prepare for the next round. I don't know what day you play exactly next week, but we have games all in the next 3 weeks. Monday through Thursday, those of you guys are just tuning in, we have a game casted at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific here on this channel. Tomorrow we have Monomaniacs versus Envy. And it's going to be a doozy. We haven't seen Monomaniacs played on this Pro League yet, so this will be the first game for them. They're going to be called something else, I'm sure. 5150, maybe something different that we don't know about tomorrow. But yes, that's going to be at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time with Dodge Pong production, I'm pretty sure. And who knows, maybe some freaky casting, maybe someone that we don't know about that's just as awesome. Who knows? So be sure to tune into that. Any last words from anybody before we wind down to the end of the cast?
I just want to say great games to Willow, or Who Likes Wins. You guys are doing awesome right now, so great games tonight. You guys played really well.
Yeah, good games, great games.
GG's to Ego, and good job to everyone on the team. That was an amazing series of games.
GG's. And Jim?
Regarding next week, very exciting match. Who Likes Wins versus Puppy Kisses. The rematch of the week, I think. Who Likes Wins knocked out of the winners bracket in the qualifiers by Puppy Kisses. Will they be able to defeat Puppy Kisses here, or is Puppy Kisses going to continue to defeat them? I want to find out. Also, one last thing. Weekend Cup this weekend. You can sign up on the NA Tribes website. I will link it to Tribe 5v5 Pathfinder LT. Check it out. It's tons of fun. And I hope we'll see kind of like Who Likes Wins, or at least some of your players maybe check that out.
Yeah,
sure.
I'd like to see more of that. LT has been the heart of Tribes, pretty much. It's in every Tribes game, and I'm surprised we haven't gotten down to LT yet in this position of Tribes Ascend. We're a year deep, at least a year deep. But my final words, I just want to say thank you, Brick, for doing camera. It's always a pleasure to have you to do this for us. JimChrist, thank you for help organizing this tournament and hosting NATribes.com. Beast Knees Custodian for getting all the work done on there as well. The teams for showing up, playing, and my lovely Tribes community. God damn it, I love you guys. Guys, by the way, there's a PTS build. Go to the forums, go to the public test server forum. We have a PTS build up and running right now. You're going to see some new things, maybe even a new skin. Updating pings in the scoreboard. There's some cool things that you guys have been looking for, as well as some fixes. So please, please, please do me a favor. At least check it out for like 10 minutes. Make sure things aren't funky on there. We're bringing it to PTS just to make sure things aren't messed up. And at least just give me some feedback, please. You can do that by going to the forums. Till next time, guys, I'm HiRezAPC. Find me anywhere as HiRezAPC, any kind of social media. And JimChrist here. He's still bald and Canadian.